There are not many individuals in the crypto local area who have not heard the name Satoshi Nakamoto to some extent in passing. The well-known mysterious maker of Bitcoin and the world's greatest digital money have intrigued many individuals and enlivened a ton of noticeable digital money defenders. The SV in Bitcoin SV's name means Satoshi's vision and addresses BSV's objective to turn into the digital money Nakamoto generally imagined. The truth will come out eventually whether it can at any point accomplish such aggressive objectives, yet on the off chance that it does, it has every one of the opportunities to turn into the following number one cryptographic money. Notwithstanding, while making a Bitcoin SV cost gauge, we ought to take a gander at its major worth right now and assess its possibilities without depending on the, measurably talking, rather thin, plausibility that BSV will turn into the best and most mechanically progressed digital currency one day. Here are our Bitcoin SV cost expectations for the next few years. As usual, kindly recollect that the items in this video don't comprise monetary exhortation. The cryptographic money market is exceptionally unstable. In this way, all Bitcoin SV value expectations ought to be thought about while considering other factors. Make sure to do your own examination prior to putting resources into any computerized resources. BSV takes what they guarantee is Satoshi's unique way to deal with tackling the versatility issue that torment the greatest digital currency by expanding block size. At its beginning in November 2018, Bitcoin SV had a block size of 128 megabits. A portion of a year after the fact, in July 2019, the coin went through the Quasar convention overhaul, and block size expanded to 2 gigabits. BSV's block still up in the air by the coin's agreement components and was intended to be dynamic. This framework permits BSV to have a higher exchange speed yet forfeits some level of decentralization. Bitcoin SV utilizes the evidence of work agreement calculation and can be dug for benefit, very much like the first Bitcoin. Diggers can pick the size of blocks they need to mine, with greater blocks giving better yields as they contain more exchanges and, subsequently, more exchange charges. Discussing exchanges, Bitcoin SV has a generally high throughput, a normal of 200 exchanges each second, with the capacity to process up to 50,000 at top efficiency. Very much like most digital currencies, BSV additionally goes through many promising and less promising times close by the remainder of the market. It had a monstrous cost spike back in April 2021 when it arrived at its ongoing all-time high of $491. Bitcoin SV drew near to that level by half a month after the fact in May 2021. At the end of the day couldn't arrive at another greatest. Bitcoin SV's value figured out how to remain over the $100 cost mark until the end of 2021 yet kept on declining consistently over time. The coin at long last tumbled down to the $90 level in late January 2022. The ongoing cost of Bitcoin SV is its base cost in the previous year. The last time the coin has been this low was in 2019, which is definitely not a decent sign. Numerous other cryptographic forms of money are in decline right currently yet have a typical cost higher than their base in the beyond 3 years. BSV is very open to the general patterns on the crypto market and appears to answer positive news and promotion very well. Its affiliation and close connections to Bitcoin permit it to snatch consideration during market blasts. Bitcoin SV and its group have exceptionally high earnings, beating Bitcoin, coming to $1,000 in cost, turning into the new norm. It's difficult to say whether the coin will actually want to accomplish any of these. All things considered, there are many things that highlight BSV possibly recapturing its traction and beginning to rise once more. For instance, another record-breaking 2.5 gigabits block has as of late been found on the Bitcoin SV blockchain. Versatility is an enormous issue in the crypto world, and many undertakings mean to tackle it. It may be the case that Bitcoin SV can possibly give the best arrangement. Moreover, the quantity of new tokens, commercial centers, and NFTs on the Bitcoin SV blockchain has been expanding consistently in the beyond couple of months. This shows that while relatively few crypto lovers might consider Bitcoin SV a wise speculation, its usefulness and specialized establishment are still broadly perceived in the business. Bitcoin SV Value Expectation 2022. As per the specialized examination of Bitcoin SV costs expected in 2022, the base expense of Bitcoin SV will be $66.73. The most extreme level that the BSV cost can reach is $76.34. The typical exchanging cost is normal around $69.84. BSV value figure for September 2022. In light of the value changes of Bitcoin SV toward the start of 2022, crypto specialists expect the typical BSV pace of $65.17 in September 2022. Its base and greatest costs can be anticipated at $58.96 and at $67.03, individually. October 2022, Bitcoin SV value estimate. Cryptographic money specialists are prepared to report their conjecture for the BSV cost in October 2022. The base exchanging cost may be $63.99, while the most extreme could reach $70.29 during this month. By and large, it is normal that the worth of Bitcoin SV may be around $66.47. BSV value gauge for November 2022. Crypto examiners have really taken a look at the value vacillations of Bitcoin SV in 2022 and in earlier years, so the normal BSV rate they foresee may be around $67.80 in November 2022. It can drop to $65.32 as a base. The greatest worth may be $72.95. December 2022, Bitcoin SV value figure. Around mid-year 2022, the BSV cost will be exchanged at $69.84 overall. December 2022 could likewise observe an expansion in the Bitcoin SV worth to $76.34. It is expected that the cost won't drop lower than $66.73 in December 2022. Bitcoin SV value expectation 2023. After the examination of the costs of Bitcoin SV in earlier years, it is accepted that in 2023, the base cost of Bitcoin SV will be around $99.89. The most extreme expected BSV cost might be around $122.63. Overall, the exchanging cost may be $103.52 in 2023. Bitcoin SV value forecast 2024. In view of the specialized examination by digital currency specialists in regards to the costs of Bitcoin SV, in 2024, BSV is